This is Webwatching, and today we are starting a video series, several episodes on online video marketing. With me here is Jeremy Vest, and he is a specialist in online video and SEO, so I'm really excited to talk to you. We're going to talk about video marketing, analytics, YouTube, lots of stuff to discuss, right? So you have so much experience in online video. What are some of the tips that you can give to businesses who are just starting out or who are thinking about video content? What are some of the basic things that they should be thinking about?
You know, one thing is YouTube has 4 billion views a day now. So with those numbers, all the other platforms are great, but really focus on one home. And I think that YouTube is a good place to start because they have the most views. Another thing is, instead of thinking, I want to tell someone about my story or my product or my service, you may want to consider thinking about finding out what people are actually searching for, and then building content around what people are searching for, and then adding some of your product and service stuff to that. Okay. So instead of saying, hey, we are a car cleaning service, find out what people are searching for about car cleaning, and then make videos around what can help them clean their cars.
So how do you know what people are searching for online?
Well, there's a lot of tools out there. The simplest way to figure out what people are searching for is type in a keyword phrase near what you think people are searching for, and see what videos show up, and see what the content is in the top 2 or 3 videos.
Okay. Now that you know what kind of video or the topics that you are going to discuss, and you're not only going to push your own services or products, but actually are helping people, I guess, how do you distribute it? How would you produce it? What are some other tips that you can give?
Well, one of the biggest things are the length of the video. You know, it's very hard to keep someone's engagement over a minute long. So instead of having a long intro and lower thirds, think about a teaser at the first, maybe 2 or 3 second teaser, and then go into the content. Don't have a long intro. Don't think about big graphics, because honestly, they don't work on YouTube. What happens statistically, it's proven that people's engagement goes down when you're not talking about the topic they search for.
Oh, really?
So you really just want to get in quickly.
Get in there and start what you're there to do.
Exactly. So if people are finding your video from a search term, then you definitely want to get in there quickly and get out quickly and give them useful information. I think the biggest thing that people don't realize, instead of just talking about you, give someone real information they can use to either change their life, their business, or something of value. And when you do that, then you become, by default, a thought leader. You become someone they can trust. And that's why they're going to subscribe to your channel. That's
why they're going to follow you and be more interested, and perhaps in what you're selling or what your services you are promoting as well.
Exactly.
So you said short, but how short of a video do you mean? Does it depend on the product or service that you're talking about, or is there a general rule?
You know, if you're engaging, you can have as long as 5 hours if you really wanted to.
Perhaps if you're Oprah Winfrey, but
yeah.
I guess most of us probably won't be able to do that.
Most business videos really can't keep your attention more than 45 seconds.
Wow, that's short.
I've definitely done videos over 5 or 6 minutes, but they were a little more engaging, or how-to videos that really showed you step by step on how to do something. So yeah, I think for most businesses, keep it under a minute long.
Today's sponsor is hover.com, which lets you register new domains, create custom email addresses, and unique URLs. They did research in what people really want in a domain registry service, and that is something that's simple, clean, and good customer service. And that's exactly what hover.com does. Get a 10% discount at hover.com/Frank. All right, so you talked about the length of the video and what kind of topics you can talk about, but you also have something to say about what you should tell visitors, what they should do?
So basically, if a lot of times in advertising, if you tell the viewer or customer what to do, they end up doing it. So
Okay.
for example, if
Sounds simple, but
yeah, for example, if you have subscribe buttons, or if you say, hey, like my video at the end, or please comment and let us know what you think about this, a lot of times people actually do it. So that's one of my biggest advices I could give is tell users what to do, and they do it.
Oh.
A lot of people online say that videos should be within the first 10 seconds you should capture someone, but the data that I'm finding is more like 1 to 3 seconds.
Wow.
So you just need to keep people captive. A good way to do that is to tease, this is what's going to happen, or just, tell people up front, tell people what's going to happen, what to do, and they typically stay around.
Yeah, it's because they know what to expect. Right.
Focus on lighting, focus on audio, focus on simplicity, and I think you're going to be all right. It's when people try to get fancy is when YouTube really, really starts looking bad.
Well, it's so true because you can accomplish so much with not a whole lot of equipment. I mean, we're shooting this with 3 cameras and 1 behind-the-scenes camera, and it's really compared to regular, TV shows and all those, really professional shows. It's not expensive at all, and so a lot of people can do it, but you just don't want to get too fancy with it, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have a final tip that you would like to give business owners?
Yeah, the basically what I would like to say is after you create the video, unless you actually promote the video, it's just going to sit there and you're going to get a few hundred views. So it's very important to think about how you're going to reach your audience. One way, like I said before, is by figuring out what search terms people are looking for and trying to optimize on those. Another idea is to use YouTube promoted videos, and they're very inexpensive ways to have your video show up on related search terms.
Okay.
Also think about all the other video platforms out there. Think about things like iTunes. Think about things like connected television devices, PlayStation, all the ways people are consuming online video. Think about
and how you can distribute.
Yeah, how you can
your
distribute
video.
to that. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Another idea is to make sure your video is embedded on other people's sites. Just ask them, say, hey, we really like your website. What do you think about making a blog post on this that's related content? Or would you mind including this video in this post we think is very relative?
Oh.
When you do those type of things, though, make sure that it's good content and it would actually support and help that website.
Right, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. All right, well, man, I've learned so much in just like the 8 minutes that I've been talking to you. Thank you so much for sharing your expertise. If people have any questions, where can they find you?
They can go to thevideomarketingguild.com.
Okay. If you want to go to the show notes, you can go to frankwatching.com/WW9. And don't forget to use our promo code FRANK for a 10% discount at hover.com. And like Jeremy said, like this video or leave a comment. All right. Do it.